Unfortunately, this has been years in the making, but I finally figured out how to record audio from my KO2 into a video and have the files be separate so I can still use the music for other stuff. So today I'm going to go over my quick setup of how I got all this situated, why I have that iPad up there and this keyboard, and how I envision all of this stuff working. So let's get started. First and foremost, we have the EP-133 KO2. This is a 64 megabyte version. They just came out with a 128 megabyte version and I want it, but I don't need it. First, I'm going to make like a few tracks on this so I can like justify it, but I can't justify it right now. So this is connected via the input to this dock, which my iPad is plugged into. And that is because I have a bunch of VSTs on my iPad that I've either purchased or gotten for free. I forgot the name of the company. AudioKit. AudioKit makes a silly amount of dope VSTs for your iPad. You can interface with it with a keyboard, which I will show you in a second. But where is here we go. So this is what happens. You get a little fake keyboard. You got a ton of different samples you can go from, but there's so many things you can affect in this program that I still don't know how to use most of these knobs, but I do know how to play with my keyboard. So this is my Oxygen Mini or Oxygen Pro Mini by M Audio. So this is dock. It's plugged into the KO2, and that's why you can hear the sound through the speaker. I can probably fix this so it sounds better, but that's not what we're trying to do right now. The reason why I got the Oxygen Pro Mini is because of this button right here, the chord button. I used to play piano way back, like I was in 6th grade when you still had to learn an instrument in school, and I haven't played since. I could like tool around on the piano, but I don't remember chords at all, and I didn't want to learn it. So I pressed that chord button, and then it makes chords, and you can change the chord progression. You can change what note it uses. You can change the different type of chords, or it's awesome. Highly recommend it if you don't feel like learning chord. So this is plugged into power and into the iPad itself. And right here, we have the MiniFuse 2. Going into the MiniFuse 2, I have my KO2, and then coming out, I have headphones, so I can actually listen to the mix as I'm playing around on the KO2. Oh, I forgot to mention, that comes through this. You can actually sample whatever you're coming through on there here, and that's what I've been using to build beats from things that aren't already on the KO2. So now what we're gonna do is dive into the KO2. I'm gonna show you however many projects I have here, show you how to back up those projects, and then I'll show you how to wipe it, because the next video, I'm gonna be making a beat from scratch. I cannot wait. All right, let's dive into this. All right, let me make sure I get my headphones on, and we need to plug this into the output. Let's just make sure I can hear. Okay, I can hear. So this is the KO2 EP-133. I love Teenage Engineering's products. If I had the money, I would get all of them. I have almost every pocket operator. I'm missing a few. I really want that Rick and Morty one, but I'm not about to spend $500 on it. Anyways, Teenage Engineering, they make some dope they make dope products in general. They have a recorder that's like $1,200. One day I'll get that. If they send it to me, I'll do a review on it. No problem. So anyways, KO2, this is how you get into your first project. I'm not going to go over a full tutorial of this because there's plenty of them out there. I might touch on a little bit of things. Let's say you see this and you're like, ooh, that looks cool. I'll show you some very, very basic stuff you can do to start having fun on it. So this is the first beat that I made on this. I don't know what it is. I'm going to hold shift and hit play. So it'll start the timer from the beginning and go. Okay, I probably got that drum off of the iPad or that bassy sound. So this is the FX button. If you hold the FX button and hold one through any pad, it says what it'll do. Like this one do level. Let's see what that sounds like. That's a repeat. And these buttons are velocity sensitive. So if I just press it down lightly, you see the pattern there? It's kind of blinking slowly, but if I press it down all the way and anywhere in between, Anyways, let's go to the next project. So we hold down main, and right now you can see it's blinking on 1. I'm going to go ahead and hit 2. On one of these, I have a song created in the song mode that they just updated the KO2 2. And I'll play it in the song mode so you can see what that looks like. And it was relatively easy to put that together. So if you want a video on that, let me know. Let's hit play. All right. I'm guessing it's A, B, and C have the thing on it. So now, or have notes on it, or beats, or instruments. You know what I'm saying? If I hold down FX and hold C, it should just isolate C. And that's all that's on C right now. Now, if I hold B while I'm holding C, what? Why did I put that on there? I didn't even hear that until I isolated. Oh, that was dope. That was dope. One thing that I love about this is if I was a live DJ, I'm not. I just like to play around with musical instruments. You can do some wild stuff on this on the fly and make it unique to wherever you're at. So this one's repeat. I'm gonna hold it down. Oh, I never did the velocity thing on the repeat. That was fun. Lo-fi pass. Hi-fi. Oh. That sounds sick. That beat's sick. I'm glad I figured out how to back this up because I like that. That's just fun. So let's go to 3. Right? Let's see what this is. Oh yeah. For this. So if I want to mute this, I'm not going to. There's a way to mute it. Let's try it. So if I hold C, yeah, once you hold the group that you want on, you can move the lever to mute it. So this is what this sounded like up until like 3 days ago. Then I added this in. Boy, you gotta hold it. I'm having a lot of fun right now. Let me chill out. This is sick. Okay, this is fun. Let's go to forward. Let's see what forward is. Shift play. I didn't hold it down. Hold the button. It didn't hold the forward. Boom. Oh, yes. Yes. Welcome. I think I was playing around with a VST when I figured this out. When I was playing around with this. Ooh, hear that? There's nothing on A, on B. That's very basic. Listen, I'm new at this. Leave me alone. That one's all right. Nothing to, brag about, but let's see what 5 is. That was definitely single playing on the piano. D, 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 D. That was weak. Now, if I hold down this button, hold down the FX button, I can use the slider. Oh, if you hit that, then you can hit reverb. Let's go reverb. So if I go to B, can I do that? Yeah. Then hit A. I'm learning stuff on the fly. If you hold down shift or you hold down the FX button while you're on that specific track, you can affect what effects actually happen. There's distortion, there's a whatever the fuck that is. Float. I don't know what I'm still learning. I just be playing around. It's fun. Anyways, let's go to number 6. Oh, this is the song. So into enter song mode, you hold down main and hit enter. You know you're in song mode because it says L for long song. I don't know what it stands for. And then if you go through, I have 6 scenes, and in each scene you can add its own. Like all of these tracks would be. I can't explain it right now. Just listen. Ah, ah, yeah, yeah. I'm about to spit some bars. Hold on. Let's go. I kind of messed up the end there, but you get the gist. Let's go to 7. 7. What is 7? That's garbage. Let's go to 8. What's muted, B? This is like video game music. I don't know exactly what this is. If you can think of a use for it, put it down in the comments below. That's I like it. Let's go to 9. Last project on the device. I don't think there's a different way to save projects like that, but it is dope that you could do take your tracks, put them into a song and like arrange a song that way. I think that's what I'll be using to figure that out. And you know what? Before I go forward, listen, I know it's probably easier to do this on the computer. I have whatever the Logic. I have Logic Pro because at some point I got it for free with a Mac. I don't remember the logistics of that, but it's in my it's in my Apple store, so it's mine. Anyways, I know it's probably easier to do that. And you know what? I used to do that. I used to back in the day, we had our illegal copy of Fruity Loops in college. We were using MTV Generator to make beats. It was fun as hell. We never did anything with it. It was just like for funsies. And that's what I'm doing right now, is just doing for funsies. Am I gonna make an album? Probably, maybe it's possible. But I definitely, one of my goals with this is to get a track made for my brother Swell. Well, he is a nerdcore artist. He is super dope. Best out there.
Soon as I wake up and I hear the alarm, I hit the snooze 3 times, it won't do me no harm. Already dread getting up and going to work. Any more bullshit and I'ma go berserk.
There's not many people rapping on his level in nerdcore. There's not many people rapping on his level in rap in general. But I'm just my brother. I love him. He's dope as hell. Anyways, one of my goals is to get a track out of this thing sent to him. He rap over it, and then I could say I made a track for somebody who raps. It's gonna be dope. I can't wait. Anyways, I know it's probably easier to do it that way, but this is fun. The way to get me to do things, to stay motivated to do things, is it has to be enjoyable. I have to desire it and it has to be enjoyable. I desire to make a track. This way is fun. I edit all my podcast episodes, upload and unfiltered if you want to check it out. I upload all of those or I edit all of those on my iPad because it's fun to edit with a pencil. There's probably better ways to do it, probably faster ways. But guess what? This way is fun. So it continues to, I got like 141 episodes straight. You won't tell me anyways. Let's go ahead and play number 9. See what that's about. And then once we get done with this, I'm going to show you how to actually upload the file or back up your projects, restore it, and then we'll be ready to rock with some new beats and figure out what kind of beat maker am I? That's gonna be fun. Let's go. This is weak. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. My name is Kryptonite, aka Jermaine, aka that dude got that KO2 making beats. I mean, it's fun, I guess. Anyways, we're going to switch scenes. I'm going to show you how to actually upload this thing, and then we'll be done. Should I have a beat on in the back? No, we probably can't do that because it'll probably break something. Anyways, I'll be right back. Basically, you plug in your device via USB-C and you can see everything that is on your device. So as you can see over here, it has it laid out how it comes by default. And then you have 2 user banks and then you have a sound effect banks. But basically how you get to it is you hold sound, type in the number that you want. So if I hold sound and click 6, boom, you can't hear it because it's not, wait, maybe you can, hold on. Anyways, that's how you pick sounds. Once you start saving things into the EP-133, you can come in here and actually rename them. Like this right here is sample 600, which I don't know what that is. Most of the things you add to it or sample into it, unless you pick a specific location, it all puts it at the back of the list. So going forward, I will be more aware of how this thing saves. So I'll be specific and start saving things in the 700 range so I don't have to like search for it later. Anyways, this is how you back this up. Hit backup. And then you have 3 options: create local backup, restore factory content. That's what we're going to do last. But you also have project and system. So first we're going to click on project, save project to a local file. Now I want to download all projects because maybe I'll go back to these and do something with them. I don't know. So right now it's in the process of backing up. And I have no idea how long this is going to take. Oh, wait, we're going. Look at that. We're almost done. Oh, that was just number 2. And I use a lot of samples. I don't understand what's happening. All right, we're just going to flash forward this and we'll be on the other side of this and we'll start restoring it. So I'll see y'all in like 10 minutes. Or 2 seconds for you. And boom, just like that, we are done. Backup complete. All 9 projects successfully backed up. It looks like it even backed up the sound. So I just need to import this and I'll figure that out later. Let's see how big this was. It looks like it only came out to 18 megs. That's not bad at all. All right, we're going to hit back. We're going to allow it to do its little load thing. We're going to hit backup and restore. We're going to hit system. Then we're going to do restore. And then we have to type in overwrite. Now this is going to wipe everything on the system stored to factory. There's some settings that I don't even remember how to change them. So I'm going to be doing some research tonight, but let's go ahead and get this done. Okay. Let's see how long this is going to go. Whoa. No way that was that fast. Okay. It's loading all the samples right now. Interesting. Guess what? See you in 5 seconds, or I'll see you instantly and it'll be done. Boom, with that, we are done. 309 samples is the original samples that the system came with. 9 projects successfully restored. Wait, what? Hold on, let me get my headphones. Okay, it did what it's supposed to do. All right, we're done. We are ready. Now you know how to restore your KO2 if you ever get one, but everything is back to factory. I think for the first project that I do, I'm going to use all of the stock instruments and samples on there, do something, figure out what kind of cadence I like to do, what kind of flow I like to do, figure out what some of these menu options are. I definitely will probably have the manual up, but that'll be our next video, I'm pretty sure, unless I make a Lego build. I'll probably go make some Lego now that I think about it. Anyways, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do so. Yeah, I'm all over the place, but listen, I have fun. I am all about bringing joy to the world, and I show that joy by doing things that I'm interested in. And I really like making beats, even though not many people have heard them, but we're going to change that. Anyways, I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for watching. I'll see you in the next one.